By limiting yourself to just close quarters combat, I can't see this weapon being used.
This is easily one of the most disappointing exotics.
Not when I shift into maximum overdrive. Hi-ya!
Are you serious?
That's quite big. Impressive.
Here.
How's your sister?
Hey, welcome to the video. I'm actually planning on making this a series where I take a look at criminally underused weapons, I make a build for them, and then I show a montage of them being great. Today we're going to be looking at Tarrabah, a gun that shipped in a pretty poor state, and even though Bungie hasn't given it any direct buffs or adjustments that I know of, it's actually in a pretty good state right now. I've seen a lot of YouTubers talking about Tarrabah recently, but few people have a build for it, and those that do don't explain it. Well, here you go. So on screen is Tarrabah's perks. Basically, you get 20 shots in the Crucible, or 50 in PvE, to land anywhere at any range, and you get all of these perks. Only downside is you can't swap. That alone drives too many people away from it, but you know what I say? Just get over it. Once you've used it for a while, it's really not that hard to rack up 20 shots on an SMG without swapping, especially when the reward for doing so is the best buff in the game. So, what do we pair with a gun that needs to be held out? Guns that want to be stowed. Heritage and Succession are the perfect candidates for this because of these two perks. The reason why you'd want to use Recombination in the Crucible is because at 5 or 6 stacks, it can one-shot body with either weapon, which is just fun to do. And remember, it builds stacks even at 0 ammo with literally any kill that's not itself or an unpowered melee. And since you spawn in with 2 shots, you can use one and then get Tarrabah and abilities rolling for a second stronger one. If you don't have these, then any Harmony or auto-loading holster weapon will also work, but it'd just be a lot less fun. The flow to focus down is to give Tarrabah some help for the first couple engagements. To find and use it in them, just press the win button and then grab a body shot after you're out of the beast. This is 6 or 7 relatively easy kills in one life, assuming you can get the initial help going. So here are the trees and armor that do that. On bottom tree hammers, the sunspots give a weapon damage buff and heal you, so as soon as you get that first ability kill, Tarrabah will have some extra damage to win those first couple of engagements. Some exotics to help with that are Syntheseps. Syntheseps will make it easier to get the melee sunspot up. You could also use Phoenix Cradle to make the buff last twice as long, or Tarrabah works with Path of Burning Steps, so you just get a solar kill and then Tarrabah's buffed. You could also use Precious Scars to give you a little bit of healing after each kill. And then you could use the Middle Tree Striker with a no-share override with basically anything. If you're running Warlock, I recommend using Well and the Mantle of Battle Harmony. The Mantle of Battle Harmony will get you to your Well faster, where you can either choose to use the Well and charge Tarrabah with that, or once the Well is charged, Tarrabah just gets a damage bonus. And in the meantime, you can also use an Empowering Melee, or healing grenades to help you through those intermittent engagements. You could also use Devour. If you want to watch a video of someone using Tarrabah and Heritage with Devour, there's a link in the description. And for Hunters, well, anything I'd recommend here would just be blown off and you'd use Stompies anyways, but you could use any exotic armor that helps invisibility. Hunters don't have a lot that can help Tarrabah, but just getting the invis and then sneaking up on someone to get a jump on starting the TTK before they can would help it just a little bit. And so yeah, that's really all you have to do with Tarrabah. It's a pretty easy to use gun, it's very strong, and during Ravenous Beast you can easily do 2v1s, so go pick it up from the kiosk and give it a try.
What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Fought like a titan of the...